Welcome to the Route Master Schedule app training, brought to you by your friendly neighborhood IT department at NEN. Let's jump right into it. The first thing we need to do is log on to Citrix and find our apps. We're looking for an app, in this case, that's 76 NEN Route Schedules. If you don't see it, you can try and add it yourself by clicking this button here, going to All Apps, and looking for it in this list. If you still have trouble or can't find it, contact your IT department at itsupport@nen-inc.com. To launch it, we simply double-click the icon here. That should pop up our route schedules. Once it appears, you'll see this authentication screen. Type in your smart username and your smart password. If you've forgotten, don't forget. Send an email to itsupport@nen-inc.com. Once you've typed in your password, click Validate. This brings us to this screen here. If you're not on the screen, click on the first tab that says Edit Schedules. I'm going to resize this just a little bit, get everything fit. Now the first thing we want to do is choose our office. This should be limited by your security privileges. Next, this provides us a list of routes that are currently active in the system. Keep in mind, routes may be active, but no machines may be assigned. And this pulls up everything that is active as of this moment inside the smart system. This application and its data is updated on a daily basis every few hours. From here, let's go ahead and choose font size, especially if you're working on a smaller screen like I am. From here, we have kind of predefined views. Currently, we have two options. We have the all column view and the work column view. The all-column view will show everything, including fields that are used for maintaining the database and keeping things in order and helping IT troubleshoot. It looks like this. To refresh the data, re-choose your route. The work column view is a little more practical. It just puts in the columns that we really need to build an actual route schedule. And again, choose another route or re-choose your route to populate the data. It is also possible to choose your columns this way. Right-click on any column header, choose Select Column Options, and you get a list of columns to choose from. Now my screen is small, so this is slightly cut off, but you can go up and down simply by scrolling or clicking the up and down buttons located at the top and bottom. You can also increase the size of your fields thusly. You can scroll and see all fields all through here. You can also sort. For example, I could sort by city by simply clicking on the city. I click again, it'll sort it reverse alphabetical order. You can also filter on city. Right click, choose filter, say is equal to, in this case I can just put Seattle. With my filter in place, I can also hover and see what filter I've typed in. To remove my filter, come up here and click the remove filter icon. Once you removed your filters, you can put them back by right-clicking on that tiny search button, and then it gives you a list of everything that is in this column. Again, to remove your filters, click the Remove All Filters button. You can also sort by a client location ID if necessary. Again, right-click, I can choose this. And click to remove. Now let's scroll over just a little bit, and let's talk about data input. In order to input data, you have to click inside these spots here, in these cells here. These are the most important fields for creating a schedule: the frequency interval, day 1, and the scheduled start date. Without at least all those populated, no schedule can actually be built. Currently, these are our choices for intervals, and these are our choices for day 1. Our frequency will determine basically what it says, except in some cases, when using alternate, for example, or last day. If I choose a frequency of 1 and weekly, and collect on a Tuesday, and service on a Friday, I would still need to choose a start date to get the ball rolling. In order to save, simply click in the next field or the field above it. That way your work is saved automatically, row by row. In the next video, we're going to get into the frequency interval and day combinations and how they're supposed to work by providing illustrations. The last thing we want to cover is export functions. Simply by clicking on this final column with the 2 downward arrows, you can export this table to Excel. Since I already had one out there, I can replace it. And then I can open it. And this is an example of what it looks like. Again, in the next lesson, we're going to go over how to use the frequency intervals, days, and scheduled start dates to produce an actual route. That will show up on the report. See you then.